All right. Good morning. Welcome to Morning Matters. Getting off to a late start today just because I apologize. I have it's interesting how every morning same type of stuff happens. And I still haven't figured out that TikTok, why I can't change that. Anyway, whatever. So every morning it's like, it's weird. I'd be like, well, hello, birds. I know you guys can't hear them, but the angry birds are outside my window screaming as usual every morning. And I guess I'll miss them when it gets cold. But yeah, it's like, it's very interesting how my mornings go, like because I'm waking up at 5:30. Well, I have my alarm at 5:30, and I've been going to sleep like way earlier than I used to. I'm turning into an old man, right? And like I went to sleep like during the first quarter of the football game last night. So I was like, all right, I got to wake up in the morning. I got to do Morning Matters. I will have my comments open today because last time there was people making comments and I didn't even see it. And I do appreciate Renee and I want to say Manico. Oh, anyway, we'll see if she comes. But yeah, so I go to sleep. I went to sleep super early and I woke up and I was like, oh, it's morning. And it wasn't morning. It was 2 a.m. And I'm like, 2 a.m. And so I must have went to bed at like 8 o'clock. And then so I went back to sleep. And then I woke up at like my alarm. I set my alarm for 5:30. And the same thing happens just about every day. I wake up at like 4:30 in the morning. And then I wake up and I'm immediately full of energy. I got stuff to do. Actually, I wrote about 4 pages of this training manual that I'm working on for my solar training guys. I watched this amazing video yesterday from the guy who, like, he does a lot of commercials about Skool, Skool. I think his name is Alex. What is his name? Actually, I have it up here. I think I do. Alex. He's always wearing like a hat and a tank top. Alex Hormozy. Alex Hormozy. So he did a really great talk I was watching a really great talk by him about closing sales. And I was like, all right, cool. Let me incorporate this into my business. And, it wasn't even things I don't know, but it's sometimes, what I forget is that we just sometimes need things packaged in a different way. It's like when you're a kid and your parents tell you something over and over and over again, and you just don't listen. And then like some other grown up tells you the exact same thing, or a coach tells you the exact same thing, and you're like, oh, and they listen, and parents are like, I tell them that all the time. But well, all we are kids that stuck around, that didn't die. So here we are, and we still need the same thing. We sometimes just need, sometimes we can't hear it the same with the message doesn't get through sometimes when it's from a spouse or from a loved one or from a family member or from, sometimes we just need somebody different. Maybe I'm that different person for you. You hear something from me and it makes, or maybe you hear from me and it doesn't get through, and you hear from someone else and it does. So that's the, we just keep searching. We got to keep searching for the meaning of our lives, how we can get information. And I got to remember that too, because like sometimes I say things and I'm like, why aren't they getting it? And sometimes you're just not in the place. Sometimes people just aren't in the place in their life where the information means anything to them, that it just sinks in. They're just not there yet. Whether it's maturity level or experiences or whatever, they're just it's just not information that they need at the time. So anyway, I don't even know why I was going all through all that, but I just watched that video yesterday. It was really good. I'm actually breaking it down a little bit more, but that's what the point was. I So I woke up at 4:30. I started working, and it's like every single morning, man. My 5 o'clock 5:02 rolls around, and then I'm just like my eyes start getting heavy again, and I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna fall asleep, and then I fall asleep, and then my opportunity clock goes off at 5:35, and I'm like and then from 5:35 to like 6:15, brain just doesn't want to do anything. It's like, let's just go to sleep. I'm like, I don't understand why I'm tired. I went to bed. We don't need any more sleep. I think it's because I know that I gotta do this like subconsciously. I don't gotta do this. I get to do this, right? It's one of the that's one of the mantras that we have. We don't got to, we get to. Ooh, that's a t-shirt. That is a t-shirt. Let me write that down. We don't t-shirt idea. See, that's why I do this in the morning. Somebody's going to be wearing this shirt one day. We don't got to, we get to. Attitude of gratitude. Ooh. I like it. That's going to be a shirt. There's going to be a shirt one day that says that. And I'm excited to make it. All right. So let me fly through because I started late and I want to get to our goals. As for those of you that this is your first time listening to Morning Matters, what we do with the purpose of the morning is to wake up, get ourselves aligned, talk about our goals, remind ourselves of what we want, what we're have an intentional day, have an intention of here's the things I want to accomplish. Are they in line with my goals? Let's rehash of what I said I wanted, and then go towards those things. We focus our day in the right way, and move our mind and start thinking in the right. As opposed to starting the mind off with doom scrolling or fooling around or just waiting till you get your coffee in your body and all that kind of stuff. I don't understand the coffee addiction. I'm not a coffee drinker, so my day starts when my eyes open up. So how do I like I think it really annoys me. How do I make new messages? Anyway, TikTok's messing with me. Anyway, all right, let's go through the goals. And so as I say every day, I'm going to go through my goals because my objective is the objective of doing this is to keep me on the path, keep my goals going. It's great to have goals, write them down, but you got to remember them. You got to remind yourself of them. You got to say to yourself, hey, what am I doing? Why am I? Because we get lost, we get distracted. There's so many distractions on out there that make you forget about what it is that you're trying to do. And so that's the objective of today, to refocus on our goals. So goals, as I say every morning, there's 3 things that are necessary for something to be a goal. A, needs to be measurable. You can't have things. You can't have goals are not like things like I want to make a lot of money, or I want to lose weight, or I want to be happy. These are not goals. Okay, these are byproducts of goals. So you have to say something like I want to lose 25 pounds, or I want to make $100,000, or something along those lines. Something that's measurable. All right. So a goal, by the way, you can have those thoughts and those feelings that I just said. They're just not classified as goals yet. Right. So there's parameters. So that's the first thing. It has to be measurable. You need to be able to say I hit the goal or I didn't hit the goal. Right. No wishy-washy feeling stuff for a goal. Second rule of a goal is it has to have a timetable. It has to have an endpoint. All right. I will make $100,000 this year. I will lose 25 pounds by, X date, so you need to have an actual date as to when you will hit that. So you need a timetable. And the third thing about a goal, in order for it to be an official goal, is you have to write it down, right? So that way it does not change. That way it holds you accountable, because if you keep it in your head, you have a tendency to either change it or it doesn't become as solid anymore when you write something down. Now other people can see it. You hold yourself accountable. You got to look at it. You got to say, this is what I wanted to do, and am I still doing it? Did I hit it? Am I not hitting it? And again, the purpose of goals is not that you always hit your goals. If your goal is too small, then it's not exciting, right? Like your goals are not your to-do list. It's like, oh, what's your goal? My goal is to go grocery shopping today. That's not a goal, right? Now, even though it is, even if you write it down, it does fulfill the 3 criteria, but it's too small. It's not the thing that drives you, right? So, and it's okay to have big goals. It's to have because the point of the goal is to strive. It's the journey, not the destination. Now, if you get to the goal, wonderful, you did it. Exciting. Celebrate. If you don't hit the goal, then you take failure as feedback and you say, okay, I didn't hit the goal. Why didn't I? What do I need to change? What do I need to enhance? I said I was going to lose, this much weight by this time. Okay, what did I do? What was the disciplines that I did? Oh, okay. Well, I was exercising, but my diet was horrible. I need to change my diet. All right, let's set another goal, set another timeline, and let's make a plan for the diet, or your finances, or your health, or your family, or whatever it is. Right. So I share my goals just so I can remember what I'm focused on, what I want to do. But you should take this time if you're like, I don't really care about this guy's goals on the computer. That's cool. That's cool. Write your own. Spend this time each morning writing your own goals, saying your own goals to yourself, looking them over yourself, and that is what I want for you. I want you to. I just want to be a facilitator to you hitting your goals and the things that you want in your life. And that would make me happy. I would love for somebody one day to just be like, hey, I did your goal thing. I wrote them down. I made them. I talked about them every day. And here's what I did. And here's how I hit them. Or even if they don't hit them, even if they're like, hey, this is how much further along I got because of this. Because I woke up every morning and I looked at my goals and I made my to-do list and I got started in the right way. That's all I'm looking to do. So I appreciate all of you. And I'm on Team Human. I want everyone to succeed. What is that? Okay, so let's go over the goals I want. I'm going to do mine quick. So I need to accomplish these, or I don't need to. I get to. I want to. I'm striving for it. I'm trying. I'm eliminating the words try and need to, have to, get rid of the have tos from the vocabulary. Working on it. All right, so what I will accomplish before I turn 50, which will be September 13th, 2026. All right. Decrease the bad debt by $25,000. Oh, well, I'm going to be doing some of that, decreasing the bad debt today. I'll get to write it down. That would be cool. Buy $10,000 of Tesla stock. By the way, I started this on my birthday, which was September 13th, 2025. So save $7,000, raise my credit score 150 points. Health, A1C down to a 6.5. Average daily blood sugar under 150. Weight down to 250 pounds or less. This morning, I will be going to the gym to do legs. My complete a half marathon. My half marathon running program calls for no running today, so that's why I'm going to be doing legs at the gym. Bench press 315 pounds one more time. It's going to be tough. I got to get it going on that. Squat 225 for 10. By the way, I can barely squat 135 for 10. I think I can do 135 for 10. So yeah, so we got a way to go to get there. So disciplines, weekly budget video. We'll do that today. Work daily on getting my income to $112,000 and $112,347. What I'm working on. Daily morning matters. Here we are right here doing it. This matters Monday, Friday, and Saturday. So that will be starting next week. I'm not going to be doing This Matters today, but I will. I'm planning out some stuff. I'm making the shirts. I'm doing some invite guests, and then we'll start doing This Matters starting on Monday. And then Cosmic Matters on Sunday. Always do Cosmic Matters on Sunday. I actually saw a really awesome video that I can't wait to but I can't wait to show on Cosmic Matters. Cosmic Matters we do Sunday, every Sunday, 10 to 12. And this was just about the bigness of space. Like, I love talking about space and the bigness of it, because it really expands. You just, when you actually think about the universe that we're living in, where like this little sun is, for those of you who want to get back over there, but for you guys here on my live on YouTube, like just how expansive the universe is, and we don't really get it. Like, I love to just be put into perspective over and over and over again. And I just saw another video, because the vastness of what's going on, and we get so wrapped up in our life and the things we got going on. And I'm not saying that's good or bad. I'm just saying that's what is. That's what happens. But then when you look at the vastness of space and our universe, and just what is going on, their estimates. The estimate is that there's about 2 trillion galaxies in our universe. Galaxies, 2 trillion galaxies. By the way, a galaxy has anywhere from 100 million to a billion stars. Even just saying 100 million to a billion is something people don't really grasp, right? It's like 100 million, a billion, yeah, same thing. Like, a billion is 100 millions, right? And these are all the stars in 2 trillion galaxies. So like, it's just amazing to me. And then all these galaxies are so far away from each other. Like, there's so much space in between. Like, in order for us just to get to the nearest galaxy, like, the nearest star is incredible, but like, if we wanted to leave our galaxy, which I think is amazing, we talk about leaving our galaxy as if we've somehow explored anything in our galaxy. But if we wanted to go to the next galaxy, the Andromeda galaxy, it's like 3 million light years away. Now, I don't know if people really comprehend what a light year is, but a light travels pretty fast, right? so I actually looked this up once. A light year, how far does light go in a year? And it goes 5 point, if I remember correctly, it's 5.2 billion miles. I don't know if it's billion or trillion. Hopefully it's billion, because trillion is crazy. How far does light travel in 1 year? It is trillion. Holy crap. Okay. So 5.88 trillion miles light travels in 1 year. That's how far it goes. So you're talking about something that's traveling at the speed of light will take you 3 million light years to get to. Like, and that's just the nearest galaxy. That's just the closest one to us. And there's 2 trillion of these. It's just crazy, right? So I don't know why I'm talking about this. This is more of a Cosmic Matters thing. So let's get back. I'm all off track as always. As always, every morning I'm all over the map. All right. I mean, we're because I started late. We got to get going. But so Cosmic Matters on Sunday, we'll be talking about that. I'll blow my mind again with how big things are, and then health, exercise every day. Follow half marathon running schedule, which means I don't run today, but I'm going to the gym minimum 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Today's Friday. We're going to get that done. And 2 24-hour fast. The fasting has been atrocious. And that is, I looked at my weight. I haven't been able to crack 290. I went down to 292. I'm back up to like 297. And I just haven't been able to get under that 290 number for a while. And we're going to get serious about this. and the fasts are going to happen. So it's the only way it's going to happen. So I'm going to make it happen. Anyway, all right. This is an abbreviated Morning Matters because I woke up this morning. I went to go put the computer on. I forgot to say that, and then the camera didn't work. So I literally went. I was like, this is like the on my laptop. What is this thing called? The webcam, right? Just wouldn't work. so I just said that's it. I just bought another webcam before I started the live here. All right, I am off to the gym. I'm gonna make that happen. I hope all of you have a wonderful morning this morning. I hope this is. I got something going on here. I don't know what this is. Flash goal. I don't know what that is. All right, whatever. Anyway, it was a mess this morning, but it's gonna be better. I got my goals. I got my focus. I got my to-do list done, and the morning matters, and we're off to the gym. I will see you guys. I haven't decided if I'm gonna start doing. I'm definitely not doing morning matters on Sunday, but I should Saturday. I guess I could do Saturdays. I haven't decided yet, so I might see you tomorrow. I may not. We'll see. All right. See you then.